back to Stoppage Time here at Pints and Punditry. And today we're going to talk a little bit about Chelsea and Timo Werner, who has been recently linked to going back to his old stomping grounds at RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga. And, I hope for Timo Werner's sake that this happens. He's only 25. Yeah, his 2 years at Chelsea have been wildly disappointing, but at what point do we look at Thomas Tuchel as part of the reason? And it's not all on him, but it's not all on the player either, because how many players, particularly offensive players, have not reached their full potential under Thomas Tuchel? I mean, Romelu Lukaku it was a bust, and he had, whatever was going on in his brain, but, he wasn't utilized properly. And, Christian Pulisic is not exactly being taken advantage of. Hakim Ziyech is not exactly reaching his full potential. I mean, at what point do we put some of the responsibility on Thomas Tuchel for all of these really high-end players not reaching their maximum capacity? And, Tuchel has his way of playing and his formation, and these guys don't necessarily fit into that style of play. And at what point do we put that on the coach to say, why have you not adjusted to all the talent you have? It's not like he's got some bottom-of-the-table team with limited resources. He's got all the money in the world to go out and get players he wanted. They got a ton of talent, and he can't seem to make them work. And you just, who exactly on that squad is exceeding expectations? Certainly nobody on the offense. And certainly nobody, none of the real attacking goal-scoring players are having what you would say, breakouts offensively, or we're doing at least as good, if not better than expected. So, good for Timo Werner. I hope he gets back to the Bundesliga. I'll bet he goes back to being a 20-goal scoring guy. Being in the Bundesliga helps. But, RB Leipzig hopefully will put him in a better position to succeed like they did when he was a young player. And I think you could see a situation where he sort of regroups, regains his value, and comes back to the Premier League and maybe has more success down the road. Because Thomas Tuchel is not doing any of his offensive players any favors in terms of helping them reach their full potential. So I personally hope this one works out for everybody. He's buried on the bench at Chelsea. Get him back into a situation where he can succeed, and let him get back to scoring some goals and finding that form. So I'm rooting for Timo Werner on this one to go to RB Leipzig and figure out what's been ailing him. Thanks for joining us here at Stoppage Time on Pints and Punditry.